Do we have any readers who can read what this says? Yeah. Our cloud of witnesses. That's right. Today, Pastor Danny's going to be talking about something in the Bible Paul wrote in the book of Hebrews about a great cloud of witnesses. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what that might mean. What do you think of when you think of a witness? What does a witness do? Do you know? Do you know that word? Have you ever witnessed anything? You saw it. A witness observes something, sees something, and then tells about it. So if we think of witnesses, a great cloud of witnesses in the Bible, another way to think of it might be a great cloud of heroes. So biblical heroes. When we think of heroes in the Bible, do any names come to mind? That might be kind of hard. Can you think of anyone? God. Who are God's heroes? Can we get some help? Can anybody think of a hero in the Bible? Say it. Oh, David. Paul, right? Who wrote all those great letters we've been talking about a lot. An easy one would be the disciples. There's 12 right there. How about Mary? There are a couple of Marys we read about. Yeah. Peter. All right. So there are a lot of Bible heroes who are part of our cloud of witnesses. The witnessing that they did was they received God's love. Some of them knew Jesus and received teachings from Jesus, and then they shared it with other people. And then they told people about God's love, and they showed what it meant to love God's people. And those stories of how they did that got passed down in our Bibles, and we learn from that. So they are part of a great cloud of heroes or witnesses that we have in our faith. But all of our witnesses, our heroes in our faith, aren't just people in the Bible or people who aren't living anymore. Who might be I like to think of them as like cheerleaders. What do cheerleaders do? Who are they cheering for? They cheer for teams or individuals. I know Abby, my daughter, is playing flag football for her high school, and her dad and I get to go sit on the sidelines or in the bleachers, and we cheer. We are cheering for the team. We want them to win, obviously, but we also want them to be safe. We want them to enjoy the game. We watch their coaches. The coaches aren't playing the game for them. We don't get to play the game for them, but we're rooting them on. We want them to do well. So if we think of who are our faith cheerleaders, who might some of those people be? Think about Sunday school teachers or youth group leaders or your pastor. Can you think of anybody who might be a faith cheerleader for you? Oh, Pastor Danny, yes. Our parents, yes. And for some of us, our parents may not even be living anymore, but they're part of our cloud of witnesses, people who wanted to make sure that we know God and we can love God's people. Who else might be part of our cloud of witnesses or our cloud of cheerleaders? Grandparents. Yes? Abby. So people in our own faith community, people in our own church, absolutely. Look around. Make eyeball contact with somebody. Somebody. That's one of your cheerleaders. That's somebody in your cloud of witnesses. I'm going to invite everyone on your way to lunch today. This is going to be in the entryway to the fellowship hall. And I want you to stop by here and write the name of someone who's in your cloud of witnesses. For me, I'm going to put Kathy Parse on here. Kathy is no longer alive. She died a couple years ago, but oh my gosh, she taught me how to love Jesus and God's people in a way that involved a lot of laughter. She was a great storyteller, and she was just a lot of fun to be with. So who is in your cloud of witnesses? They may be right here in this church, or it may be somebody else. I'm really curious to know. Let's hold that, and we're going to say a prayer, and then we'll chat some more on our way out. Okay, Xavier? Okay. All right, let's close our time together with a prayer. So repeat after me. Dear God, we are so grateful for a great cloud of witnesses, people who love you, people who love us, and people who love your people. Thank you for these examples to follow and for our faith cheerleaders who encourage us as we grow in our understanding and our love for you. And all of God's people say, amen.